Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to remove audio from a video file in Expo React Native for iOS. I have already made a similar video for Android, so this will be specifically for iOS using Expo React Native. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created, so I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? That's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then the next step is to generate the iOS folder. So for that we have to come to this URL. Then we just select this iOS device which we have. Then here I select development build, and here I disable ES as well. I have already installed Xcode as well as Xcode command line tools. Then I have already updated installed Homebrew, installed Watchman. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, and after that I will just cd to my app. So I'll just do this, then I'll just paste this command. So this will take little bit of time, so be patient. Once it will just do npm install some dependency, then we have to just copy this particular command. So this will actually create the iOS folder for us. So this command has finished, so I can just paste something like this. Previously this particular command used to ask me for my Apple bundle identifier to type it out, but now they are giving some anonymous bundle identifier, which I am not really a huge fan of. But anyways, again, this is just a development project, so I'm not really bothered about this bundle identifier. But if you want, you should change it if it is a production app later on through Xcode. Now this CocoaPod installation will take little bit of time, so be patient. Right now, once the CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to run it on my device. I won't run it now, so I'll just press Ctrl C. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I've already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through it. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter and enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this. I will go to app.tsx over here and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that I have opened this to documentation. So this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command, so it will install that dependency for us. And we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for iOS, what we have to do is we have to open this particular drop down and just scroll down, and okay, you just click on this Expo plugin, and we have to add this particular bit of code. So I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. Oh sorry, I didn't copy it properly, so I'll just copy this. We already have this plugins one, so we don't need that, and I'll paste it over here, and I'll just remove this as well as this. So yeah, that's it for iOS. Okay, the next step which we have to do for iOS is we also need to do pod installation. So I'll just copy this particular command. I'm inside my app again, I'm not inside my iOS directory, and I'll just paste this. We have to do pod installation because we firstly have created this native module of modules, and we also install this inside our package.json. We install this, right, image picker as well as this React Native video. That's why we again have to do pod installation. So let it finish. Once that is finished, I'll come back. Right now let me explain you my app.tsx. So basically here I am importing text, touchable, opacity as well as view. Here I have imported Expo image picker as well. Here is our use effect and use state from React. I'm also importing React Native video, and this is the module which we had created. That's what I'm importing as well. I have created one use state. So once we click on a button, it will open the video picker for us. We will select a video, we'll send that video URI to the transform method which we will be writing soon, and that transform method we will give the updated URI for which the audio it will give the updated URI for which of the transformed video. Okay, that we will be saving it inside the set video URI. So ignore this use effect for now. I'll just show you the view code. So here is our button. On click of it, we are opening the Photos app with all the videos inside it. Once the user selects a video, we get the URI out of it, and we just pass this to our transform video method. Now we need to define this method. So for that, you will have to go to my module src my module.ts, and here you have to define this as a transform video method which takes a URL as well as a string, and it returns promise void. Now once it has finished, the output will come over here inside use effect. So we are listening for this output. Now this on change listener is already added once you create a Expo module. So if you want to see, you can go over here. Here you can see it has we don't need this, sorry. Here you can see this has already created this change event payload, and here is our my module events. Okay, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, so here once we get the data from our transform video method, so this one we will get the video URI over here, and I'm just assigning it to our set video URI method use state. Okay, then once this is not equal to empty, then only I'm displaying our video component and playing our video. All right, next we have to write the actual implementation for our transform video. Inside iOS, we'll have to go to my module.swift file. Okay, there is one more thing which we need to do first. Go to the main iOS folder, go to my app, and here inside info.plist you will have to add this particular permission as well. So I will just add this. So we need this permission because once the video has been transformed, then we need to I want that video to be saved to the Photos app as well. That's why we require this particular permission. So yeah, you can just copy paste this permission as well inside info.plist. Thing which I have done is that go to your modules, my module. Inside iOS you just have to open this my module.swift file, and this particular my module.swift is from my practice project. So I'll firstly copy all the code, then I'll explain it to you. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. Then I need this particular thing, so I'll just copy this. I'll go to view, paste it over here. Okay, then I need this code. I'll paste it over here. Okay, so yeah, so basically what we are doing, we are importing photos because we want to save the transformed video to our Photos app. Then if I scroll down here, you can see after this view ends, we have created a method called transform video. Again, sorry about the bad indentation, you can fix it. It will take a URL which is of type string, which we have to convert it to a proper URL. Once that is done, we call a method called remove audio from video, which I will show you shortly. Then we once that is done, I just ask for photos permission because we need to save that updated video URL which we have just received, right? So that's why I'm asking for this permission. Again, this method I will show you shortly. Once I have proper permission, then I just call this photolibrary.share.perform changes, and here you can see once it is success, I'm sending that URL back. Now if you notice, this URL is not the URL of the saved video to the Photos app. This is the URL which I have just received from remove audio from video. If you want the URL of the saved videos of the Photos app, then you will might have to write extra bit of code. It's not that simple, that's why I haven't gone through that. But yeah, but I'm just sending the video URL. If you don't want to save it to Photos app, you can just remove all this code. You can just copy this code and paste it somewhere over here. So it's up to you. In case of error for saving inside the Photos app, I'm just displaying our error. Okay, and here I'm just handling that particular error. Now after this particular thing ends, this what is this module definition, then you have to write this request authorization. So that's what I have done over here. This basically checks whether we have permission or not. If not, then just display the pop-up. And this is the code from removing audio from a video file. So we just get a file manager, we create an AV mutable composition, then we create an AV URL asset. Then here you can see we are adding the mutable track. So I'm just adding the video, and here I'm adding the preferred track ID as well. And here we are just loading the video part, we are not loading the audio part. So this will automatically remove the audio for us from by this particular line. Then we just get the duration of the video, then we use the CM time range make, and then we insert the time range. We create the export path as well as the export URL where this file should stored. And if the already if a file exists with this particular name, we just remove it, and then we just create an AV asset export session, assign the export URL to our output URL, output file type I defined it, and we just export, and we get the output URL. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this again in case if you have missed it. So feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like. But yeah, this is all the code which we desire. Again, you can improve the indentation a little for this, but yeah. And here this is the entire bit of code. Again, this is a known constant, so make sure you use it something like this only. So yeah, that's it. Now I will just run the application and show you guys the output. If you are like me using the iOS 16 simulator, don't run it on simulator. There is currently a bug. I'm not sure by the time you watch it, it might get resolved. But when I was trying to transform the video, it didn't really work on the simulator, but it works on a real device. That's why I will show you the output on a real device. Okay guys, so here is the output. I'm mirroring my iOS device. I will just click on pick video. Here you can see currently I only have one video, so I'll just select that video I'll click on allow full access, and here you can see I'll just here I'll just move my mic towards the video, and here you can see you're not able to hear the audio because there is no audio. I have removed the audio. And if I just pause this, if I click on pick video again, here you can see now there are two videos. So the first video has the audio, but the second video which we have just stored recently does not have the audio. So hopefully you got the point. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.